edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo. Make sure you click the like button, subscribe, and support the content. Welcome to another edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo. And today what we're going to be talking about is yet another interesting topic for your learning and edification. We're going to be talking about the subject of, and this is, it's one of those type of topics that's funny to me, but we're going to talk about it anyway because I get this type of, question all the time, like from women, mainly women. They always ask me this question. But we're going to talk about it today. Today's subject is about do a man have to buy all his wives separate houses? Do a man have to buy all his wives separate houses? The answer is no. Because see, a lot of you ladies, especially, you have this misconception that says if you're in a polygynous union, somehow it's like you're gonna get this house on the hill, a new car, the man gonna be making $1 million a year, and like you don't gotta do nothing. All you gotta do is just sit around and just be a wife. I don't know where y'all get this madness from, but a man is not under any obligation to buy women houses because they're his wives. Like where do y'all get this madness from? So hold up. So if I have 3 wives, I gotta buy her house. I gotta also buy her a house. No. Why would I sign up for that? Why would I sign up for bondage? Why would I sign up for a situation where I'm gonna sign up to buy women houses so that when they're ready to leave, when they're ready to say, you know what, I don't want to do this polygyny thing, now they got a brand new house? And I'm paying for it? Nah. You gotta be out of your mind. See, a lot of you have to understand that in this life, under polygyny, right, there are certain things that supposed to be done in terms of what you do for a woman, and I'm going to be sharing this in many videos. I'm going to be very repetitive, but there are certain things you're supposed to do for your wives in polygyny, right? And a lot of times people just don't get it. I'm going to put something on the screen so that hopefully you will all basically learn and understand what I'm talking about. Let me put something on the screen real quick for everyone to get, right? Let me see. Let me turn this off right here and move this down a little bit. Hold on a second. All right. Now, in the book of Exodus, chapter 21, verse 10, it says, if he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall not be diminished. Now, when it comes to what a man provides a woman under polygyny, women got it all mixed up. Women think that once they become some second, third wife, they're going to be moved into a mansion. This man is going to just put keys in their hands and cars, and they're going to have land and property and all these different things. You ladies better off being by yourself so you could get that. Because a man is not trying to get more than one wife to be financially in debt and struggling while you just benefiting in a fancy house that while you living over there in that house and he's over here, you can bring your next man over there. Like, I don't know where women get this madness from. But the way polygyny is supposed to be done in times of old is that the wives are literally on the property. They're literally together with the man. It wouldn't make no sense if they're not in the same area. You understand? They would have their own quarters in terms of room or section of a house and so forth. Does that mean that every polygynous union start off the same way? Like everybody's in this nice house and everybody's just living it up? Not at all. That's not the way it is. Like you have to start from somewhere. A lot of times I get a lot of women and they're assuming that as a man, you're supposed to have this mega mansion set and everything is supposed to be ready to go in order to practice polygyny. Actually not. You can practice polygyny and have your wives either in the same place or they're in separate places or they live in their own place, especially when you're considering today. In today's culture, women have their own place. Women have their own house. Women have their own property, because remember, we're dealing with educated women, who got their own jobs. They got their own careers. They can do bad all by themselves, but somehow when they got a man, it's not like they're going to take their house and just give it away. So in all regards, she'll keep her house. She'll be your second, third, whatever wife that, concubine, whatever situation y'all set up. And you could pretty much spend time with her, meet up with her at her house and so forth. So under those circumstances, a man can pretty much have his wives in one location, which is primarily the standard of how things are supposed to be run, and over time build a bigger house, more property, more land, and build his empire. But if you want to be really practical in today's culture, typically a man that practiced polygyny in 2021, you have different types of class of men. And to be quite frank, I'm going to talk about the financial status of a man and what requirements financially a man have to have in order to practice polygyny. We're going to talk about that in another video. But to be quite frank, when it comes to the building of houses or buying of houses for separate wives, that's a no-no. The only thing a man is supposed to do for his wives is make sure that he's maintaining her food, the clothing that she wear, and her duty of marriage shall not be diminished. In other words, once a woman comes in as a second wife, third wife, there's not to be any favoritism. She has a duty. She has work to do. A lot of you ladies, you think that when you come into polygyny, it's like, this guy is just going to be throwing money at you like you a hoe, like you on stage stripping. That's not what polygyny is about. Like I don't know where y'all get this mindset from of thinking that when you come into polygyny as a union, he's going to be telling you to swing on a pole and you're just going to be dancing and twerking. He's going to be giving you money. Like, okay, go. No, that's not how it is. I mean, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but that's not polygyny. Under polygyny, you have a duty, as a wife to serve, cater to your man, to clean, to cook, to provide him meals, encouragement, sex, raising children. There's so much different things you have to bring to the table as a lady that it's mind-boggling how women think that when they come into polygyny, a man is supposed to just start giving them all these gifts and fur coats and taking them on trips and vacations. And I'm like, lady, I don't think you recognize, but money don't grow on trees. It really don't. Like, a man don't sign up for polygyny to be in bondage to financial debt. I mean, even men that are multimillionaires, they don't do that. So I don't see where this mindset come from. Because, I see a lot of ladies, they be in the comments, they be like, well, as a man, in order to practice polygyny, you have to be able to take care of all your wives. All your wives. That's what they say. You got to be able to take care of all your wives. You know what I tell you sisters? Exodus 21:10. If he take him another wife, her food, which means I'll buy you some McDonald's, and her duty of marriage, that was a joke, her duty of marriage shall not be diminished. her food, raiment, which is clothing, and her duty of marriage, which means he's not supposed to show favoritism when it comes to the duties of the house and so forth. So he's responsible for what you wear. He's responsible for making sure his wife look good. Now, does that mean that you can't get off your tail and buy your own damn clothes? Listen, I'm just keeping it 1,000, because a lot of you ladies, at the sound of my voice, you got jobs, right? Okay, you want to work, you want career, you getting your degree, it is what it is. So don't try to switch it up now. You got your job, you got your career, you got everything that you're doing. You make your own money, you buy what you want. It is what it is. But now, what's sad about this thing is this. When we talk about polygyny, all of a sudden women become righteous. And now all of a sudden they're like, well, I just want to stay home and not do nothing while you work and do everything and I just live it up. That's not what you're going to be doing. I don't know where you get this mindset from. It's not. Where do women get this mindset from? You can't read the scripture. If he take him another wife, notice, if he take another wife, which means a man has the choice. Do you see that? A man have the choice to take another wife if he want. So everybody who's talking about, oh, polygyny is not in the Bible, it's not scriptural, it's sinful. What does the scripture says? If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall not he diminish, or shall he not diminish, which means he shouldn't take it away. He had to be equal in terms of wifely duties and tasks. Now, there are different facets of polygyny. Sometimes a woman may not be fit to be a wife. More or less, she could be a concubine, which is a mistress, a woman in whom he has a legal bond to because that's his woman, but she's not in the office of a wife. Most women, pretty much the majority of women today, fall in the line of a concubine because they're so busy. They got so much issues with family structuring and all of this stuff. They don't have no time to be a wife, but they still need a man in their life. They still need loving. They still need companionship. They still need to mix mingle with a man to give them that balance. So under those circumstances, most sisters literally fit the category of just being a concubine and done. I'm going to be having some more videos on concubinage so that people can pretty much learn from that. But I just wanted to answer this question real quick about, do a man have to buy all his wives separate houses? The answer is hell no. The hell I'm buying you a house for? What am I buying you a separate house for? When you're supposed to be having a sisterhood with the wives. Like, y'all supposed to be in agreement. Like, you don't supposed to be over here and she over there and they over there. No. Now, you'll have your privacy. We can do things and work things out. But, you have to understand, ladies, things has to progress and grow. A lot of you sisters, the reason why you're not even fit to be in polygyny is because you think it's a microwave oven. You expect a man to have everything already, and you're just coming in and everything is good. What's the purpose of you being a help if you ain't help to get me to go where I need to go? Women got this thing all effed up. You want a man to have $40 million in his bank, a big mansion, 5 automobiles, and then now he's bringing in all these women to be wives, to be helpmates. Helpmates for what? You ain't helped me to do a damn thing. You ain't helped me to get to where I'm at. You ain't helped me to build no wealth. You ain't helped me to establish no company. You ain't helped me with my editing. You ain't helped me with my music production. You ain't helped me with nothing. But you expect the benefits? No, it ain't happening like that. How the hell could I appreciate you as a woman when you weren't even there from the beginning? You weren't there when I was struggling. You weren't there when I ain't have no equipment. You weren't there when I ain't have no studio. You weren't there to be a part of anything. So how dare you even expect to have a whole house to yourself? And then when you act up and you get in your feeling, well, I don't know if I want to do this. I'm just going to go and be single and celibate. If you want to go and be celibate, you can go and move into an apartment, I'll be keeping that house. Yeah, that'll be the agreement, because you're not gonna get no property and I'm paying for it, but yet you not my wife. That doesn't make any damn sense. You know what I'm saying? If you are supposed to be a helpmate, you're supposed to be helping the man to establish. You're supposed to be helping him to reach the goals. And I think that a lot of ladies are selfish in the regard that they want the man to be established already in terms of reaching the full potential of where he's supposed to be, and then they want to be the wife. No, it don't work that way. I would never appreciate you if that was the case. And I have to make a video on that as men, you should never take a woman in after you already reached a certain level of success and she didn't help you build nothing. You shouldn't even take her on board. She's not worthy. I'm gonna have to do a live stream on that. A lot of us brothers tend to want to bring in some of the most beautiful and attractive women into our world when these very same women didn't even help you to establish yourself. I think that that's wrong. I think that as a man, you should deal with a woman accordingly based on her being with you through the good, the bad, and the ugly, to the point that you can literally appreciate the woman because she was there from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Even if she wasn't there from the beginning, if she was there from, like the middle portion, when you were about 40% near your goal, and she helped you, gave you encouragement, love, encouragement, even financial support. If anything, whatever it is that she do as a woman, her connections, people she know. Because a lot of times women bring other skills to the table other than sex, because it seems like a lot of guys, when they hear about polygyny, they think only like you're just having sex all day. I'm not having sex all day. I'm actually making YouTube videos. Like I have to make content. You make content, you make money, you teaching the people, you giving the people content. That takes time. If I'm just having sex with women all day, I won't be able to do anything. You understand? There's a time and a place for sex. There's a time and a place for love, romance, and all that other stuff. But when it comes to polygyny, women have to understand that they are a helpmate, a helper, which means they have a job. You know what I mean? And if sisters are not doing that, it's going to be a real rough time, because brothers are going to be looking at you like, why do I even have you around me? It's like, all you are here for is to do what? To just be baggage for me, to just a liability where I'm just spending money and I'm not getting no benefits out of you as a woman. It don't make no sense. If you're a wife, there should be some quality that you bring to the table to a man that when he look at you, he can say, you know what? This woman is deserving of everything that I gain, so that when I reach a certain level of success, whether I reach the level of a 7-figure income, I can always look back and say, this wife right here was the one that was with me from the beginning, through the fire, through the storms, through everything. So I'm going to make sure that she's well taken care of, because I know she was there from the fire. She was there from the beginning, the middle, all the way to the end when I first got my first $1 million check. And you tend to appreciate those type of wives because they brought value to the table. They weren't there for the money. They weren't there to freeload. They weren't there for a free ride. They weren't there because they thought they wanted to get a new house. They were there because they actually loved and supported you and wanted to see you reach your full potential. Those are the kind of women brothers need on their team. So if you're a sister and you get with a man under polygyny, you have to be very mindful that this is about you being a helpmate. This is not about you getting free houses and cars and living it up and getting designer clothes. When it says a man is responsible for the woman's clothes and so forth, he ain't talk about designer clothes. He ain't talk about your husband is supposed to buy you, some Balenciagas, some, whatever type of brands out there. No, it's not. No. It didn't say that. It didn't say buy Gucci bag and Prada this and Louis Vuitton. No. You got to live within your means. A lot of times you sisters be bugging out, and this is why you're never going to be fit for any sort of relationship, because you come in there with this mindset of just being very materialistic. You're selfish, and you're only thinking about what you can gain, and you're not thinking about what you bring to this man. What exactly are you ladies bringing to the table when it comes to polygyny? What are you bringing a man? What exactly are you bringing? Are you bringing him happiness? Are you bringing him misery? What exactly are you bringing? Just because you cute don't mean nothing. Just because you look fine don't mean nothing. What is the sense of having all of that if you're not helping me to reach my goals? What's the sense of having a beautiful woman and all she do is cause me problems and headaches? It don't make no sense. You know what I mean? So, to answer that question, do a man have to buy all his wives separate houses under polygyny? The answer is no. If he wants to do that and he have the financial means to do that, then surely he could do that. But is he obligated to do that to practice polygyny? The answer is no. But now if a man reach a certain level of success in terms of wealth, right? And he owns a house, right? And he has land, he can build another house on the land that can be for that wife to give her more space. Remember, women need space as well. So it doesn't matter about where you live. It's about the structure in which you create. And as people, we must learn how to coexist where we are. If we're all homeless, we'll be under a damn bridge at the end of the day. So we have to learn how to exist where we are. If we have an apartment, we got to learn how to live within our means. See, a lot of you ladies, when you hear that type of stuff, you're like, well, I don't want to do that. And I don't want to. That's why you don't got no man now. You don't got no man now because you thought that you're going to be living in the lax of luxury under polygyny. I already done told you. It takes teamwork to make the dream work. If you sisters are not into helping this brother by being a wife that loves, cherish, encourage this man to reach his goals and begin to take on certain skills to help him get there. For example, if I'm a music producer, a video editor, and I'm doing content on YouTube and I got 2-3 wives, right? These wives would have to learn the responsibility of getting involved in what I do. You understand what I'm saying? So that when it comes to editing music, one of my wives or 2 of my wives is learning how to use Logic Pro or learning how to use this, or she's learning how to master songs and she understands the ins and outs of different editing software to the point that when I'm mixing a song, I can say, hey, babe, I'm going over here. Could you finalize that and mix that song right there? She could be like, all right, I got it. I'll master that song. It'll be done later on. She knows how to do it. You understand my point? Or I could be behind the camera, or I could be in front of the camera filming, and a wife, because she know how to use the cameras, she know how to set the volume, she know how to do this. She can be behind the camera, moving the camera, filming while I'm in the street doing what I'm doing, and she's literally assisting me in what I do, which is making my production value even higher. You ladies have a lot to learn when it comes to being a helpmate. Being a helpmate is not about you laying on your back, taking some D, thinking that because you gave a man some P, that everything is good to go and you're gonna get a house on the hill. It don't work that way. There's more to life than you laying on your back. How about you get off your back, get out in the field with that man, make the dream work, go out there, be prosperous so that he can reach those goals so that we could get this bag. Because a lot of y'all playing games, wasting your life away, trying to get things and be successful here and there and there, when you're supposed to be the helpmate to a multi-talented man who have the gift and the calling to reach super greatness. And because some of y'all sisters want to go and establish things on your own, you're never going to have the happiness that you truly desire. And that's just real talk. So with that said, hope you enjoyed the show. This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut the way you need to hear it. And I am out, y'all. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $RingoTV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at RingoTVRaw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out.